Welcome back to the Sims resource. If you can see what's on my screen, I think you know what we're going to be doing today. That's right, it is a ranking of all the packs that The Sims 4 released in 2021, and really just trying to break down like what's worth your money, what isn't worth your money, and what's just kind of strange. So as you can see, we have a bunch of categories starting with S and going all the way down to my first pet stuff, which is obviously the worst category. If you know, you know. So let's get started. I'm going to start in sequential order at what date all these packs were released. So we're going to start all the way back in January with paranormal stuff. I'm actually going to put paranormal stuff as an A tier. I think it's pretty good. First of all, the cast and the build buy from that pack are really incredible. Like really, really incredible, way above the actual standards I had thought we were gonna get. And it is actually just a really fun little bit of gameplay too. I don't know. I was a really big fan of it, and didn't expect to. I'm not really someone who's into like super spooky, super spoopy kind of content. So yeah, we're starting out pretty strong. Paranormal stuff in A tier. Happy with that. Throwback fit kit. We're moving into kits, which I know are a controversial concept. I'm going to put this as a C tier. I like all the objects in this. I mean, it's like a lot of 90s nostalgia, and I am a 90s baby. I love the 90s, but still, there's just not a lot of content, and I understand that it's $5, but like you could just download some retro inspired CC and not pay $5, you know? So it's fine. The items are fine, but I don't think it's anything like to write home about, I'll be honest. Busted Dust is going in my first pet step. You can't change my mind. If only for the fact that you couldn't turn it off for like months. And I did not want to have to vacuum my Sims' houses. I'd rather it be like laundry where I can choose if I want to do laundry or choose not to do laundry. And for a while, I had no choice in whether or not dust bunnies were going to start harassing me in my game. And it was really, really annoying. And I think maybe we should have left it at like the Roombas that came in cats and dogs. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I'm going to put it all the way in the lowest tier because I don't like that pack at all. All right. Country Kitchen. I'm actually going to put this in B tier. I really like this little set. Maybe it's because like if my mom had an HGTV makeover, like this is exactly what she would get like done to our house. It is a lot of really cute stuff, and I think that it is like nice enough quality that I could see $5 being pretty worth it. And I like all the little kitchen decor items that came with it. I think they really like liven up the kitchen. There's like a bread box in there that I'm really a big fan of. So good little build pack. But I also say that as a builder. So if you're not that into building, probably won't be worth the money for you. Okay, Courtyard Oasis kit. I'm also putting this in C tier because I don't build in this aesthetic. I don't have any use for most of these objects. I mean they're nice, I guess. I just like don't have a use for that kind of build object because most of my yards are pretty standard American style yards. It's cute. I don't know. I kind of have to put it with throwback fit for that reason. Like it just isn't worth the $5 for me, and it probably won't be worth $5 for a lot of you. But if you're really into like the Mediterranean style of architecture and you want to have a courtyard, I guess it is worth that for you. But again, kits are very, very targeted at specific little demographics, and I think for some demographics this would be like an S tier, and for me it's a C tier. Okay, Dream Home Decorator, banger pack, S tier. I'm gonna say it. It's just great. It's just awesome. Like it is so much fun. When I originally reviewed it, I said it was kind of glitchy because it was. But honestly, now that most of the kinks have been worked out, it is so much fun. I have a great time with it. And as someone who just likes to build, it's a ton of fun. Obviously, if you're not like a super into building person, it's not going to be as fun for you. But then again, if you're not that into building, you'd probably just be playing The Sims 3. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good pack. I had a lot of fun with it. The build items are awesome. I use them in like all my builds now, and the cast items are also surprisingly chic and like super cute for a pack that's mostly focused on building. Next up, we have Cottage Living. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. I'm gonna make this A tier. If only because I think that the actual contents of the pack are great and pretty fleshed out. I just personally don't have a ton of use for like this kind of content because I play pretty like basic suburban gameplay. Sorry, it's just I know I'm boring and I know I'm really bland. However, I do like a lot of the features and I think they're pretty well fleshed out. I love the llamas. I have gotten spit on in my game by llamas about a million times. And I think it's really cute. And actually the cast objects are some of my favorite like items to use on my Sims now because they're so like cottagecore. I just don't know if I really want to put it in S tier because I don't know if it like I personally didn't enjoy it enough for it to be S tier, and it's also more expensive than Dream Home Decorator, which is another factor. But it is a really fun pack, and if you're into cottagecore, if you're into farming, I think it'll be a really fun pack for you because it's super cute. Industrial Loft Kit. Okay, listen, I really I don't. Uh, okay, B tier, B tier, B tier. I almost put it A tier, which I may shock some people, but this is a really nice build kit. It's just really nice. Like all the items in it are beautiful and like look great. Again, like could you just download CC? Yes, but that's true of the Country Kitchen kit. It fits like the aesthetics that I like to use, and I think that it's really fun to use, especially in the apartments in the City Living pack. It is so cute to put this furniture in there and make it kind of look like your sim is living like in a repurposed industrial warehouse. It's a super cool pack for me. If you're not into building, it may not be, but I'm making it B tier. All right, Fashion Street kit. I'm so sorry to this man, but I will be making him C tier. Again, if this is like if this appeals to you specifically as like a cast player, more power to you. I just simply am not someone who gets that into Cass, and also this like style of fashion isn't my favorite. I think that a lot of this type of style was found in City Living, and I also don't use the cast from that pack a lot. So yeah, C tier. Enchanted Rivals. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit controversial yet brave and put this in B tier, if only because I just like the clothing in this pack a little better than Fashion Street. I'm sorry. I know they released together, but I feel like everyone kind of has to have a favorite out of the two. I think that honestly, like whichever one you like more is going to be the one that you're going to pick if you're going to pick either. But yeah, Enchanted Rivals is actually pretty cute. It's a kit that I would buy, honestly, is like what I'm saying. B tier is like kits that I would buy, but I could also live without. And that's true for Enchanted Rivals as well. Like I don't need it in my life, but it's pretty good. Okay, Blooming Rooms. I really like Blooming Rooms. I don't. It's also just within that category of like things that I could live without, but that I think are pretty cute. You can find some really incredible CC plants. I have a ton in my game already, and a lot of them are very similar to the ones that you'll find in Blooming Rooms. So like, if you're not into plants and you're not into that lifestyle, don't buy it. It's not going to serve you in the way that it should, especially for me as someone who's getting a little sick of the base game plants, and that's why I had so many CC plants to begin with. It's it's nice. I don't know. I like having extra plants, and I think this is a good opportunity to get them if you're really into that plant life, as many of us has fallen into over the past year. All right, final kit. Let's go. This is so many kits this year, you guys. I'm not ready. Modern menswear. I'm sorry. Sorry to this man. You're going C tier. Honestly, I easily could have put it D tier, but I had one of my friends who's really into fashion like explain to me the actual like design thought process behind a lot of the pieces, like the IRL like pieces that are in the collection, and I have a little bit more respect for it now, so I will be putting it in C tier. I know some people probably would want to put this in my first pet stuff because it just like isn't really the men's fashion we've been looking for. And you're right, it's not. Would I do I use this pack? No. Never. I don't really know who this is for, but I understand a little bit like now that I've heard it explained to me the actual design theory behind it, but again, do I think it looks kind of insane? Oh, absolutely. I don't know. I feel like it's been kind of a weird year for packs, mostly because of the introduction of kits where like people just kind of want bigger packs. Like I am definitely someone involved in that. I am so willing to pay more if it means I'm getting more content. I don't really like getting nickel and dimed into like just give us $5 here and $5 there. Like maybe I want to go to Starbucks this week instead of buying a Sims pack. I don't know. And there are some packs that I'm like, if I'm really like feeling it, sure, maybe I'll drop $5 on that. That's really the entire B tier is like, yeah, if I'm really like in the mood to play Sims and I want to have a little bit of new content, I'll do that. But most of the time I'll just download some CC, use that because it's not costing me any money and it's serving the same purpose of like refreshing my game. I feel like if I'm buying a pack at this point, it's usually because there's adding a lot of gameplay, but I don't know. Sims 4 gameplay is a little lackluster. I've honestly been considering re-downloading The Sims 3 for the past like 2 weeks. So thank you for watching. I hope you agreed with my rankings. If you didn't, let me know what you didn't agree with in the comments. I'd be fascinated to know. Uh, and yeah, hope you guys are having a great end of your year. Make sure to subscribe. I hope you guys are having a great end of your year. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye. I'll probably end up cutting all this out in editing, so if you hear it, I got real lazy in the editing booth, didn't I?